I'm not kidding when I say that every time I open YouTube, literally the first thing I see is a first video or introduction type of video, which is awesome. How's it going? So recently there seems to be a surge of new Storytime animators popping up, and I'll admit I'm one of those channels. And I'll explain in a bit on how I started this. And to be honest with you, I'm not so sure why everyone else is doing it, making the first videos and stuff. A genre that blew into so much popularity years ago seems to be still really relevant today. While some channels have went and go, a lot of the big Storytime animation channels are still making a lot of videos. And a lot of them still get the hundreds of thousands and if not millions of views. Storytime animators such as Fabimations, Brody Animates, and Infamous Swoosh, to name a few. Even with the OGs, such as The Odd Ones Out and Jaden Animations. Like check it, 5 million views from Fabimations and Jaden's latest video. It's a really big number for something that's recent. And on top of all that, you also look at The Odd Ones Out's most popular videos, especially his old ones, and whoa, he garnered 500 million views on 5 videos about Storytime Animations, of just him talking about his life experiences with simple animations. That's like the views of so many hit songs. Until this day, I think it's still really unbelievable of what James has achieved, and it's really inspiring. Okay, we get it. Storytime Animators still gets the views. What about the new ones? I'm glad you asked. You might think it's just the already established big names that are racking up the view count. But actually, there's a substantial amount of really new channels that came out of nowhere, where they just blew up with one video, garnering thousands if not hundreds and thousands of views. Let me give you examples, I got a whole lot. First, let's look at the channel and literally her first video, a Storytime animation video about her experience with having an unmotivated teacher who was surprisingly also a YouTuber who was more enthusiastic with teaching in YouTube. Gets 800,000 views. And I'm going to be really honest when I say that it was this video that inspired me to revive this channel. And yes, despite the video being the first video of the channel and it being a simple flip note animatic style sort of animation, the quality of the video is pretty good. The storytelling and the style, it's very charming. Now, let's go to another example. I'm sure a lot of y'all have seen this channel, Fabimations. Just wow. Her blowing up with 200,000 views shows that the Storytime animation genre is still pretty much kicking. I remembered seeing her first video, like when it was like a bit recent, and it having 6k views at that time. And now it has garnered this amount of traction. Obviously, the ones who started this was the OGs, most notably Jaden Animations when she made her introduction video. But for the recent surge of new animators making introduction videos, I'm not so sure who started it. But I think it's this channel called Me that blew up with 400,000 views last 4 months ago, which I think other people saw that and they decided to create a new channel. Personally, for me, the first introduction type of video that I encountered was a channel called Clover is Short, with a really cute avatar, reminds me of Finn from Adventure Time, and also Brent Chronicles, with an art style that reminds me of Gravity Falls, which is also really cool. I love that show. So yeah, it's really nice to see fellow new YouTubers such as myself creating content, despite the current state of the internet with all the generative AI that people prompts, creating these horrible oversaturated videos. And for the record, screw AI, this is not art. But yes, to know that the human creativity is still alive within these Storytime animators, these rising creators, is such a good thing because it shows that the internet still has life. And now, to whoever watches this video with thoughts on making YouTube content, just go for it. Animation or whatnot, just create it. Express your creativity, that's what drives purpose and what makes life worth living, in my opinion. Okay, this became a motivational type video in the end, but yes, it's really awesome to see these fellow new faces, and I hope this video inspired you, even just a little bit. Peace.